Hey, yo, this how we do it, baby. New York, New York. I'm on my New York shit, but I'm in Cali. Hollywood Boulevard. Got Cannon behind the stills. Got my man Tom, the motherfucking bomb. We about to click, 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 click. Boom, boom, nigga. Make it happen, you heard? It's your boy Cuban Link, nigga. Welcome to Hollywood.
Welcome to LA, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How's it feel to be in Hollywood?
I feel great, man. I feel great. It's been a long time. That's why I told you to take me over here. It's like, I remember back in the days when we came around, you know what I'm saying? Like doing our Terror Squad days. They stayed in this hotel, like W, and that's when we grew up. We blew up. We regular niggas from the Bronx. We didn't know really we was gonna be this fucking big. Not amongst these stars, but we was next to them. So at the end of the day, it's like a beautiful, just, you know, hi mama, how you doing?
Hi.
Okay, California love. Gotcha.
They only mad at me because they getting broke up. Yeah, I'm about my money, thought I told you. That money, don't make me go up in my holster.
But anyway, yeah, it's just great memories. Great memories of when we had great times. We used to, we performed in the House of Blues up the block. I remember Pink Dot. I remember In-N-Out Burgers. I remember motherfuckers getting fucking basketball players getting laid down to get their chains taken from them. I swear to God, like, shit, it was rough, but it was beautiful. I just remember LA in that time. That was like, what, 96, 97? Yeah. But it was beautiful, it was beautiful. We rocked many crowds out here. The Mexican population loved us. The black motherfuckers loved us. So there was no color barrier. It was just what hip hop was about. So I had to come over here and get that Cali love. But we here, yeah. Town! Right, bitch. We just here, man. We just doing what we do. Taking y'all. I'm gonna take you straight to where I'm familiar with. This is what I'm familiar with as far as this. So.
New York to Hollywood.
To Hollywood, Hollywood to New York.
Yes, sir.
We all together, man. At the end of the day, it's not a separation ever been in my mind. You know what I'm saying? We all belong with each other. We all feed off each other. From the stars to the sun to the soul. So it's all in one. And that's what it is, man. When you go through life, like you see it, man. It's like an enlightenment. Not to preach, but you know what I'm saying? Wisdom. Wisdom gives you that. Wisdom gives you that. When you're old enough and you've seen enough, then you can evaluate and you see and make a decision. Life teaches you a lesson of what you saw and what you know actually in your knowledge. So that's all. Not for y'all to be scared of. Let's keep on with the stars, man. Let's keep on with the stars. Carol Shannon, I think I know her. Henry Ray, Keith, Lana Turner. I don't know, maybe. Steven Stretch. It's gotta be Jewish. Edward Dimitri. Sir Tim Rice. But you know what it is? Whoever owns these streets. Because now we got to go back to what we understand as coming from the hood and, you know, for something to somebody or for something, or from nothing to something. Like, they value who they are close to sometimes. So I'm sure some of these stars are people that didn't have great talent, but they were close to the boss. So they put the star down for them just because they part of that bloodline. So that's what I'm saying, you know? We have to do this shit in the hood. I think we have to do this. We're going to do it different. We're going to do better. Yeah, we're going to do what we used to do back in the days. We take a whole block.
Oh, okay.
Like the whole block.
Yeah.
We're gonna do what we do. And make it better, because I think we could do better stars than this. I think so. But it's just legendary. I don't want to take that away from this. I guess this is to make it to America. But I guess it's two different Americas, right?
That's true.
I'm trying to make it at work. I'm trying to make it work. I love this. Don't get that wrong. I love this. What they did. I love the fact that they have to on this avenue. Keep on.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Coming with them shows again. Earth, wind, and fire.
I love Cindy. Cindy's my bitch. I love Cindy. Time after time. Giving up, giving up, time after time. I love Cindy. Not too many people give her. Well, they do. She's out there. She's on the star, goddamn. But Cindy, that's my era when I was growing up. She used to do the wrestling, and she used to be a dope singer, and she had her own different little style, punk rock back in the day. And she was cute. She kind of retarded a little bit. She looked a little retarded, but she was dope. Like I love Cindy. Cindy, I love you, baby.
Just coming back to LA, bringing back memories, old memories,
Yeah.
new memories,
A lot of memories,
Terrace Bar
beautiful memories. This is beautiful. This is actually a place where LA is a place where we did actually we started blowing up from New York. You know, New York. You start in New York, but then we started fucking with the Wayans brothers. I remember my man Romeo from remember Bullethead and all that with Steve Harvey and
Yeah.
that show. Romeo was actually our dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. He's a good brother. He was starting with his career. He loved punk. So we had a good relationship. Marlon Wayne, we had a great relationship with him. Brandy, Ray J, we had a great relationship with them, you know what I'm saying, when we was doing the Terror Squad thing. So we came out here to do a lot of cinematic stuff. Joe and Fun came out here to do Thicker Than Water with Max and them. But it was wild at that time. It was real gangster shit over there at that time. For real. That was at the time that motherfuckers were waiting for like the Grammys so they could stick motherfuckers up with the jewelry. So believe it. You know, LA always been real, and I always loved LA. See, I was the nigga in Terror Squad. That I was the I put NWA into Pun's DNA and Joe's DNA. Even though Joe knew some old industry shit, but as far as musically, like I loved NWA for the music. I was a fan. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube, Dre, you know what I'm saying? Eazy, MC Ren. That was my favorite MC Ren. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I'm saying? The sport of hip hop just made me international when it came to like different cultures without actually being there. So when I got to LA, it was just it's humbling. It's humbling. I respect and I love everything about the people I loved, and they represented something about their city. That's what hip hop does. They represented themselves and that made me love that even more. You know what I'm saying, especially LA, because LA was something. It was a force to be reckoned with. It was just like it was the forefathers who really took the, you know what I'm saying, the shield and the knife and the sword actually, and they went ahead and they stated who the fuck LA was, who California was. So much respect to them. But we here, man. You know, as we do this and we see stars on the ground, we also see peoples with broken dreams. So this is, as good as it is, a place where stars are on the ground and they're shining, and those guys right there, they did something that is monumental to the world, and they recognize for it. We also see the reality of it, you know, poor people around them looking for a chance to get that chance, an opportunity to be stars like them. You know.
You think they should do a star walk like this in New York?
I think they should.
In New York, I think they should too.
100%. I mean, this belongs everywhere. This belongs where you get inspired. Like, I came here to get inspired. Like, people come here to get inspired. That's why the stars are on the ground. Look at the cops, the system. It's over there. Let's get you there. And it's like I said, it's like 100% right now. COVID virus alert right here in LA. You know what I'm saying? Just like in New York a couple of months back, and in Miami. So Yeah, COVID is real. The coronavirus shit is real. You know what I'm saying? It hit me in my heart a few days ago. You know, one of my brothers on day one is about to lose his life. So, you know what I'm saying, just everybody, just please follow the rules, man. Try to stay as safe as you could. I know we ain't doing over here things that we shouldn't, but at night, I travel at night because there's not so many people.
Yeah.
So right now actually is the safest time. You know what I'm saying? But we see Hollywood, this is the boulevard of broken dreams sometimes. It's not just about the stars, it's about broken dreams. And that pain, those failed memories, they fuel it. So all of that makes this what it is.
Do you think your inspiration now for music comes from more of like pain side, or is it more like motivation? Because I mean, there's no way around it. Like you've been blackballed for years.
It just comes from me really like it's about. Before I give you that message and advice of what you should do, which I'd rather you just look at my life and do that. But it's about, right now, it's about me recognizing what I've done, what I've overcame. Without knowing I overcame it.
Yeah.
It was so natural because we were just warriors and survivors from where we come from, that now I could sit back and go, damn, I did incredible shit. And sometimes we need it. Like me, I've never been the dude like ever to be like, I'm that dude or I'm that nigga. I'm never trying to be the best in my group. I just try to play my position. So to me, right now, it's like I'm satisfied with what I did because I know I was that nigga. I would just tell you that because y'all told me that. Because my work reflected that. Sometimes we forget. I forgot what I really was. You know what I'm saying? So I give y'all nothing but my love and my heart to my fans that instilled that back in me to give me this energy to go back into my craft and really go give you the best work I've done in my life with my new album. So, yeah, it's just about that. It's about, you know what I'm saying, you live in life, man, and life telling you what it is. Everybody got their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own. Some learn it earlier. Some have to go through certain things in life to recognize it. I'm just that nigga that had to go through that because of my moralities, my attributes, which was treated like, you know, there weren't attributes in the place that I was. And I know that the attributes I have to the world, you know what I'm saying, within the family I was in or the group I was in wasn't respected to the form that the world respected me. So, and I know what I did because of that. I know that what I stood for. I know that my story as an immigrant, from somebody that wasn't born here, came here when he was 5, learned the language, made people learn the language, and made people from that society love him because of his gift. Got with a person, an entity, an energy, without the business or music. And he was my best friend, my brother. And that same brother became, the one guy that took hip-hop to the next level. You know what I'm saying? For everybody, for Latinos, for blacks, for whites. It just added a special ingredient to hip-hop that y'all respect and love.
He's a top
and that
MC.
And look,
easily.
See that?
Of all time.
And that's before, but I didn't know that. That was just my best friend.
I know.
That was me and him and chilling, like, you know what I'm saying, his crib. You know what I'm saying? That's my best friend. And you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it wasn't because of that. I'm saying, I'm not telling you that because I want anything for y'all to tell me, but just know that. When it's destined for you to do something, you're destined for it.
Yeah, and I got a question for you about Pun. Like, when you guys first start the rapping shit, right? It's right in front of you. Do you right there know that? I mean, obviously you look up to rappers when you're growing up, like before that. But like when he's doing it in front of you, do you know?
No.
Wow, this is one of the best people to ever do it.
we know what was dope. We knew what was dope.
Yeah.
Like we knew what was dope because we, like our fucking founding fathers, like I said, it was Rakim, Big, fucking Gucci Rap, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, KRS. You know, we already had that in us, where we know that these niggas are just top.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They the top because we knew what lyrics, what hip hop, what putting metaphors together was. We just seen their talent inspire us.
Yeah.
To where like if we touched that, we gotta fucking hold it. They gotta salute us.
Yeah.
If we ever make it, because that's who we look up to. So that was our that's the total pull for us.
Yeah. Is it crazy when you sit back and think like, wow, like, I mean, people like me, like, I consider Big Pun better than the people that you look up to.
And I would agree because that means that we did it right. That means that we took the baton and took it to the next level.
Yeah.
Because they helped us out. The only thing that's missing from that is that the fact that you didn't know that they inspired us. So it's up to us to let you know who inspired us and who we took the baton from, so we can really run with it, really ran with it. So, I mean, if Pun was here, would have told you the same thing. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, and that's what it is about energy. Like who inspires us. We can never forget that. We have to represent that. We have to give praise to that. So we keep their name alive. That's how life is to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Diamonds by the boulders. I want at least $1 billion once it's over. They only mad at me because they getting broker. Yeah, I'm about my money, thought I told you. Don't make me go up in my holster. I'm just trying to keep it kosher, but I got about 100 killers that'll
Hollywood Boulevard. Like I said, man, this is a place for stars, and this is a place for broken dreams. I love it. I love this. I love this. I love this shit. This is it right here.
I love that I got a New York City legend. I want to tell you first, bro. I mean, I know you definitely feel you've been blackballed through your career. I mean,
it's a different take now.
Yeah,
I take it a different take. Like when somebody, when you say blackball, that means somebody's hating on you, or you had a problem with somebody. But they don't want you to be in power because they just don't want to see you rise because
they don't
like you.
Win. Yeah.
When I look at it now, it's like that empowers me even more because it's like through all these years you did all of that because you had to like know that I had something that you didn't have. So you had to be jealous of it. You had to be scared of it. Somebody goes that hard at you to stop you. That's just a compliment. So I take it as a compliment now. Before I couldn't do that. Before it was like me going head to head with something that wasn't playing the type of honorable game I was playing. So, and it's not even about that. Let's not even go there because I don't want to even, you know what I'm saying, put that type of taint on people because I'm past that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell you God gave me the strength to look at myself and know that I'm that what my gift was and what he gave me to do. That is way stronger than or deserves way more attention than somebody that's trying to stop me. So I'd rather just pay mine and pay focus, stay focused with what my gifts are that he gave me, and do what I need to do for the world to cherish the gift that he gave me. Because I think it's beyond deeper if I don't have any anger with it. And it's showing through my music now, like the little album that I got. So that's why I feel so great at this moment. And you know what I'm saying? I've been feeling really good when it came to my music and how I feel.
The music speaks for itself, man.
You heard it.
The music speaks for itself. I'm not gonna lie. The album's coming out hard.
And that's just the beginning.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's the beginning.
Like crazy hard. Like how you used to rap with Punk. that hard. That's how hard you're going.
And I lost that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That ingredient, making people have fun. I lost that. You know, I had lost that for a minute.
Do you think that's what makes, I mean, from the shit I heard, that makes the music you're about to release different from previous things? That it's not like you're forcing it now, it's just like natural?
No, it's always been natural. It's just different feelings. Different feel. Like when I took resentment, anger, and, you know, the blame shit. Because you know, I could be saying the truth, but it's still involved with somebody else. When I took that out of the equation and I just concentrated back on the gift that I know Pun represented me for and believed in me without the life part on it that happened, it became a little more careful. Damn, nigga, you gonna go right through the camera?
What happened?
You gonna go right through the camera?
My bad, bro.
Yeah, damn, nigga. Yeah, put him on. Give him some love. Go ahead. Give him some love. Cali love, baby. Go ahead, baby. With the go cat. Let's go, baby. That's how you do it. Bye, nigga. That's how you do it, man. We in Cali, we do what we do. But anyway.
I do all that, nigga. I just, you know.
Nah, it's all love. You doing your thing, man. Yeah, but when I took that out of the equation with all the anger and I say anger, it didn't matter. I was saying the truth, nigga. I can't take that away. It's just that type of anger was the way it came out. It was with real feelings that maybe wasn't made for this industry. It was made for the life that I lived, and it was true to what I did. And I gave y'all that because that's the type of artist I am. So I got caught up in that mentally and shit like that. So you heard music from me that was real, and I felt.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was in the darker side. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, that wasn't me. I didn't want to be in the dark side. That nigga was in the dark side, not me. And he brought me along with him. That made me feel like, damn, he was winning. You know what I'm saying? He was winning. Because that's not the gift that God gave me. You know what I'm saying? The gift was to make music. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, be really known, to make music beyond what, you know what I'm saying, like, my environment told me. My mom always been on some global shit and on some everybody's equal shit. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm making music freely now. My mind is free from that. So I feel good about it. That's the reason.
Do you get extra motivation now from hearing your own son's music?
Oh,
does
man, that's my gift.
Does that push you?
Oh man, that pushes me. That's everything.
Yeah.
That means when my son was always that. My son was the reason why I even got back into it, music, along with the fans. But my son was like that light of hope. See, I didn't teach my son. He saw me do what I do. He got inspired from that, but he took it on his own level. He did him. You know what I'm saying? So when I see the talent that he possesses, which he rhymes, sings, produces, records, he does all that by himself. And he does it in a level where he just loves it, like when I started. So he reminded me of the essence of why I do music. So everything around me, I'm saying just everything. It was bad stuff, whereas like the energy got put out there the way it did because of certain energies that I took more than others, but the energy of that, the love that my son had for me, the appreciation of music he had, you know, that I wasn't looking at that more. I was looking at the other shit more than that, and that was always there for me. So that was my time of clarity where I had to really pay attention to the beautiful things in my life, the people that were actually there, the love that was there, instead of the hate that was coming. I had to pay attention to the love, and that's what really I came to this realization. You know what I'm saying? I paid attention to the love and all the great like messages the fans gave me, all the inspiration they gave me, all the inspiration my son, my family gave me. And we lose that sometimes because we get caught up in the street shit. We try to be so real. You know what I'm saying? And to the code of the street. But being real is you being real to you, being real to your family, being real to the ones that love you. Without.
I'm a good man. I ain't do shit. I got forgive for him.
See, like that.
Now he's over there torturing everybody, killing everybody.
Capture. That's real shit. Yeah.
Watch this.
Watch that, baby. That's how you do it. You gotta watch. But it's about that. It's about that man talking to himself and him realizing later on he needed to talk to himself so he could be better. It's about things. You gotta go through certain things in life, man. And that's it. We go on. This is a journey. I learned what I needed to learn to make my craft better for y'all because I needed to do that. That was the right path, but I couldn't do it without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I give you my heart. Because you deserve it.
I want to ask you about Pun's son for a second. Not obviously you have a relationship with him.
Of course I got it. That's my nephew.
No, I know. It's your nephew. I'm just talking about music alone. How much of in his music and his delivery and everything do you see Pun and him?
Cagao. In Spanish, cagao means you shitted. Your father shitted you out. So, yeah. He's just like his pops as far as like the delivery, the aggressiveness. He's in a whole different thing. Because I know he doesn't want to be captured in LA, but that's how it is, man. When you're a father, when you're a son, you inherit things that maybe you don't want to be like your father, but you have it. And you have to accept it. And that's a journey, another journey. I mean, he just found out probably that, or he probably hasn't really found out all the way, but he did. I think he did. He's smart enough to. But it was a time in his career where he was rhyming and he was saying, so, like he went, I seen him go through what he been through, so I understand where he comes from. As far as like, he didn't want to be captured in his father's light. He didn't want to be compared to his father. He wants to have his own identity. And it's so hard when you don't know that you just like your father. Or you remind people of your father because the way of that talent that you have, the delivery that you spit, and the words you was using. And that's all. It's not nothing wrong with that. As long as you could go and understand how great that gift was. Instead of being in resentment, being in acceptance. And knowing that that's the best of you and your gene or your DNA that your father gave you. But I know it's hard because it's personal. It's personal with that. So that's his journey. You know what I'm saying? That's his journey, and he's going to get through it because he knows. And he's a humble little kid. And remember, I know him since he came out. You know, I know the whole family. The only one I didn't know, she was even though she was a bit, she was like 1 year old when I met her, was Amanda. But Shesha, which is Vanessa, and Chris, I seen them born. And I held them in my arms. So they're always going to have a special heart, like place in my heart for them.
What was your favorite thing about Pun in general? Not just like if you could narrow it, obviously everything, it's your best friend. But I'm saying like, is it his humor? Is it his personality?
It was everything. It was everything you love. He was my friend before he was the world's, you know what I'm saying? He was a world, like, he was a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I seen those qualities in him. Besides that, and that's not the reason, you know, because he was that. It was, you know, like, those qualities already was there for me to love. And, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. He saw qualities in me that he loved. So, you know what I'm saying? It was some friendship shit. Besides him being a, you know what I'm saying, an artist, he was a man. He was a father. You know what I'm saying? He was a great friend whenever I knew he was there. He was a fucking comedian, number one. Yeah. Better than Eddie Murphy. That's my favorite. That's my favorite comedian. But he was funny to him. He, you know, whether he was boxing, he was a nigga that hit harder than Tyson. So all his attributes was like outstanding to me. I saw that before anybody. And I wasn't, you know, we wasn't into like trying to put it out there to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just things he had that I knew he had.
Yeah.
And that was my bro. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a personal favorite memory from Terror Squad?
Terror Squad?
Yeah.
I have a lot of memories that are great. I mean, it was coming up. Like I said, you know, I wouldn't probably got to see this. If it was, I could say all the things I want about how it went down afterwards, after we built something.
I'm just talking about
No,
the
but I'm
good
saying,
times.
no, I'm saying, I could say, like I said a lot of things, like, you know what I'm saying, with the situation with Joe and me.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, also, on that other side, like I wouldn't have been able to walk in, you know, 3 stars if it wasn't for my hip hop career, which I have to give that to Joe also. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the business mind, and regardless of, you know, all the funny things he did behind the scenes, he still made me. I still got to walk on these stars and have a shot to become one of these stars.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to, you know, meet a lot of great people through him. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop artists that if it wasn't for him having a relationship with them, I wouldn't have met him. You know, so all that goes with what I'm saying. But like I said, the pain of brotherhood, of us starting something together from the ground up, was always more important to me. So I got caught up in that of you not giving me my props.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when somebody takes away your props of what you've done and the kind of link I was, you know what I'm saying? Just something that became so big and a statement to the world of hip hop. And, you know, when you try to erase something like that, then it made me go to the angle, to the I'm that real nigga, which I was.
Water in my element, it's settling for less. I want the checks I only dream about. Copper drip so big, I need 50 maids to clean the house. Yacht by the marina, a couple beamers to even out. But we show at the garden and sell a whole arena. Trying to go to clean it right.
So anyway, it's that you know, my place in history and my place in actually being a part of something that made a statement, a group in hip hop that made a statement, which is worldwide. It's not just locally, and something that, like, I know I stood for something, and it's just that, you know, I got that chip on my shoulder that I have to prove myself lyrically, not as a man anymore. I think I did that already. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my ups, y'all see my downs. I know I spoke the truth. Even when I was in a dark place, I spoke the truth because I gave it to you. So y'all judge that in the world of history. And y'all make your own decisions on it. But I know I gave you that. Other people didn't give you that. And I went through my downs. And I went up. I was poor. I was rich. I was rich, I was poor. I never sold my soul. So I could go back up, go down. Fuck with everybody from the ground up. And I always try to bring my niggas from the ground all the way up with me. So if that was my fault, that was my fault. In my naiveness, I shouldn't have trusted certain people. Definitely, 100%, they didn't deserve it. Sometimes when we get caught up in this light, you know what I'm saying, we got a little talent and your talent gets that spotlight. You bring people and people cling on to you. That they're great actors. They're great actors. So that's my fault, though. I know I let a lot of people in that I did it from my heart, and they didn't appreciate it, and they were the wrong people. There was. They showed me. But, you know, that's the part of living. I gave you that. I not give them that. Took me for a sucker once. But I did it from my heart. You didn't appreciate the love. That's my bad. I take full responsibility for it. But blame me for me having love for somebody that I see the talent in them, and I wanted to see them grow, and they didn't appreciate it. They just didn't appreciate it. So, my fault for that.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, as a fan of you myself, I'm a huge fan. I grew up listening to you. I'm from New Jersey. You're right there.
Yes, sir.
Like, if someone asked me right now that didn't know hip-hop, right? They're like, hey, like, what's some of the best rap groups of all time? I'm going to go Wu-Tang, The Lox, and then you're right there, Terror Squad.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
and we had the element of a family. We did.
Yeah.
I remember Lil Fame came up to us from MLP. And he told us, y'all niggas, y'all niggas is up there. Y'all niggas is the best, man. Y'all niggas keep it loyal from the ground up, like from the lyrics, everything. Y'all niggas is a family, for real. I remember he told me that, man. And I said, yeah, we are, man, because at that time we was. And that's you know, that was a good time.
Yeah, and I
But
think...
you know, money, man, like they said, from back in the days, from the biblical times, is the root of all evil. You know, I mean, I seen it. Sometimes when I say it, though, it feels like I'm saying it, blaming other people. And it's not even that, man. It's just that I seen it. I seen it. I seen the devil and money. I seen the fame. I never changed. It's not because I wanted to be the super. I never did. I never was that nigga with that ego that wanted to be that dude and be bigger than Pun. I wanted to be I thought always about team playing certain positions which would have made them stars regardless. Because that's how I saw it. But it wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm fucked up sometimes. Like, I'd be like, yo, I try to do everything right. Like, I was humble. I never did that. I never tried. Maybe, you know, them stupid things. You know, we get caught up with hood shit. But the overall vision was for everybody to be certain, like their own individuals, just like what hip-hop was. When New York had hip-hop locked down, it was 10 niggas sounding different. It wasn't that 10 niggas sounding the same. And that's what made something great, you know what I'm saying, when you could do that, when you have your own identity and you're yourself. But that's what Terror Squad was, man. It was, you know, in my mind. And I always try to be a team player. And see how that played out.
Yeah, and I think when the time comes,
well, the time is now, nigga.
No, I know that.
Time is now, baby.
But why I have you here, bro, I want to give you the roses as a fan myself, bro. Like,
man, I appreciate you,
bro. Like, bro, if someone comes to me and they're like, who's some of the best New York lyricists of all time, you're up there with Pun, Big L. I
appreciate you, my brother. And I really appreciate you. You know why? Because at the end of the day, man, I strive for that. Because I know I took the baton from the masters, from the top MCs ever. And I take this hip-hop shit for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? With me playing my life out the way it is, and I gave y'all my life. Some artists don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I gave you my life. So you've seen a little darkness and all of that. But when it came to lyrics, like, niggas know. Like, Cuban gets down. Cuban is that nigga when it comes to lyrics, when he wants to get in it. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for that, my brother, because that's one thing that I definitely wanted to do in this game. Is just be really recognized out there to be like one of the sharpest lyrics niggas that niggas remember. And some powers through the years, they wanted that music and that attribute of mine to not be heard. You know what I'm saying? Or not to be, and that's what it is with me. Like I know I put that much work in this industry, and I paid enough dues. You know what I'm saying? That I deserve that. So when I see, you know what I'm saying, or I hear somebody like you just tell me that, you the young generation coming up, I know I did my job. But in the place I was all these years back then, I'm talking about 16 years ago and shit like that, I got caught in like, yo, this nigga really trying to stop me. Or they really trying to erase my legacy. Or part of that legacy that I was part of. I made that. I helped build that. Do people know that? And you know what I'm saying? Through the other people's success and the way they acted, they was trying to erase my name from the history books. And that's why. But see, you're saying it's impossible. In my mind, it was possible because
no, for sure.
That motherfucker winning. So now I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna get to tell his story and not mine. And not even mine. It's about us. You're doing that deliberately, like taking me out of that history books because you're on top. And all I wanted to be is like, yo, at least give me credit, my nigga. Because I did that. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many lies that it's like, why you gotta lie? Don't lie, man. Just say the truth. I don't want extra credit.
Yeah.
I just want the credit I earned.
Yeah.
If you can't even give me that, then that must be a different kind of hate. So that's what I was caught up in. So, We're gonna play that number? Let's play that number. Because that shit landed right here. 657.
And I don't even think it's you're like. Actually, let me ask this. Do you think there's any way possible ever, even if you had no communication with people that you don't want to have communications with, if someone reached out that you respected and trusted and was like, we would put a verse together from everyone in Terror Squad?
Right now, I feel good with me. It took me a long time.
Yeah, no,
it took me a
100%.
long time to get good with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go with everything that's been going on.
Yeah.
Swallow all the things that I've done and I stood for that people didn't back up when they knew it was real.
Do you get why I'm asking that though? Just as
I got
a
you.
fan.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
No disrespect.
I got you. Because I know that's what the world will want to see. Unity. They want to see unity. They want to see, for fun, at least. I know that
That's
people
what I'm
will
saying.
want to see that. And my answer would be, that's a process.
Yeah.
That would have to be a process to tell you the truth, as a real nigga,
Yeah.
I gave up on that.
Yeah.
Because I tried.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga that tried.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I seen that their mentality is not the same as mine.
Yeah.
They didn't feel the pain, they didn't feel the history, or they don't see the vision I ever saw for it. Like, I seen it, and it's not there.
Yeah.
Now, if there is any chance, maybe where they get, but they got to get to where my shit is at. 'Cause I'm gonna be, now I got to be selfish with that memory, with what I've been through, with what actually happened, not what the fucking, you playing a game for the fucking hip-hop world.
Mm-hmm.
What really happened. I've always dealt with that, and that's the thing that I don't think most of them didn't deal with when it came to me.
Yeah.
Because they might have been there waiting for their turn. Remember, I forgot that element. I consider them all friends from the ground up before deals. I knew all of them before deals, except Armageddon. So when it came to like Sage, when it came to Prospect, when it came to Tony Sunshine, like those guys were my friends before we started hip hop.
Yeah, before
for
you
real.
started rapping, yeah.
So when they like that bond supposed to have been that strong, even when we got into it, and it wasn't because they let that get in between that. So I feel a certain way about that, and I always will because it's personal. So if that could be rectified, not to be rectified like it would be the same, but it could be understood from them that was the process that they had to go through to get to where they had to ask for this like reunion.
Yeah.
Then it will be real. But I don't see it.
Yeah.
Because I think it is what it is.
Yeah.
Already, they showed me. It's been 20 years, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a song. I'll do a song with you when I'm 90 if I live to be that long. If you get to that place where I was, because I became the black sheep when I was the link. I always been the link between everybody. Between everybody, I was the link. They could deny it all they want, but I was the link. Saying I was the link, even when Pun spit his first round for Joe, I was the link. I was there. I was the one who did that. I was the link with Toon, Sick One. That he's the one who introduced us actually to the TS. I was the link. I was the link with Tony Sunshine, was the baloney smoker. That he was just fucking singing with us all day. Joe didn't like him. I was the link to get people to like him, to get Pun to like him. I was the link. So, me knowing that, me saying this to you, is not because I want to be that nigga. It's just because that's the truth.
Yeah.
And they don't want to give that. That deserves a salute. And it never been given to me.
Yeah.
It's been the opposite, actually. Trying to hide that. So you can erase me from history.
Yeah.
And that's like, how much hate can you hate? Unless I'm a threat to you. Unless you was jealous for me from the beginning. Unless this was your plan. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not stupid either. We can't be stupid. But that's personal. Once again, let's not go there.
Yeah.
That's the dark side.
I got you.
Let's go to the light.
As
The light, Dorothy! The light!
as a fan though, bro, and just like out of respect for you and your
But
whole
you're the
career.
reason. You're one of the reasons I'm back in this game, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Along with God being a very powerful, instrument in my life right now, and with people like me focusing on the positive shit and all the attributes and qualities that I have as a motherfucker that came here with nothing, and made people love me because of my talent. Yeah, like people like you are the reason that you give me that strength for my talent to be even better right now.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Ranked.com?
Ranked.com, no. I mean, no.
All right, so
I'm out of the loop.
No. So it's a website, right? It's official, like it's all like numbers. There's no debating it. You know how high you are on that for Latin artists of all time? Of all time, 22.
That's long. It's a lot. That's great.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's fucking great.
That's
You know how many fucking Spanish artists,
yeah.
without them being Spanish artists, like, I know Spanish? Because I'm sure they got, like, Fabulous is, like, half Dominican.
he's
You didn't know
he's
that?
under you.
He's under me, like,
Like you're 22, he's like under, like 30 or 40 something.
Oh, you mean, oh, word?
Yeah.
AZ, too? AZ's Dominican.
I didn't see AZ, but he's one of my favorite rappers too.
Oh.
Him and Nas, anything that he was on Nas.
Well, Spanish, you know, you got Be Real, Boss Pun.
He's
Joe,
on there.
You know,
Send Dog's on there.
Send Dog. But he was the hype man.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know, that's beautiful, man. 22, shit, nigga. Without
That's
me,
what I'm saying,
without
man.
me even coming, remember, listen to me, I am the only nigga, I think, Cuban Link was supposed to drop 24K. That shit never did. Whatever it was, he shelved it, but it still got out. You understand that?
What's your favorite song off that? I'll already tell you mine. You already know it. Toe to toe.
Oh yeah, well, Toe to Toe is just my first. That was something that me and Plenty did as brothers, and as like we used to love Dot's effects. So we used to love the way they connect the words after each other. So that was definitely a format that we used to love doing back and forth like that, as just ciphers in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So when that came, we used to be boxing. We used to fuck with the boxing all day. You know what I'm saying? We used to be in Fort Apache. Shout out to our fucking trainer, Mitch, to this day. Yeah, man. We really box, so we decided to make that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The theme of it, like boxing. You know what I'm saying?
The concept of the song's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I came up with the beats, though. I
Yeah.
did. I came up with the Roots Shift Upon, and I came out with the Scarface for me.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to switch up beats. Well, I did. He loved it. So, I mean, me and Pun traded ideas all day. If I tell you shit, the ideas me and Pun traded, like, even to this day, if you go to YouTube and you punch in Still Not a Player, I helped Pun with Still Not a Player, the biggest
That's
song
one
ever.
of the best songs ever.
The Boricua Morena shit. Me and him, he asked me, not because I helped him. I was going to help him anyway because that's how we did it, but he asked me, yo, Q, this is going to be the song. You know what I'm saying? That was a remix to I'm Not a Player. So he asked me to do the bridge for it. You know what I'm saying? Up in the hot tub, hot and bubbly. That was me that I wrote that, but I want to even do that. To have the same. I'm just trying to show you the unity and the way my attributes also into making a song that determined the fate of Chopper Squad. That was the main song. It wasn't Joe though. It was me actually in a table with Pun coming up with that concept with him. You know what I'm saying? And helping create something that was beautiful as that. That would pull that would catapult the Terror Squad movement to the next level because of that song. So I was part of that. Like, say that. That's what I'm saying. When people don't say that, luckily it was caught on film, right? On YouTube. You can go to YouTube and put up Big Pun and Cuban Link. Still Not a Player. And you hear me and him singing it before he even wrote the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But those are facts, man. And you know what I'm saying? That's definitely a chip that was on my shoulder because I do this so we could get credit. Like the Puffy joint, the Mami Ben Aki, I wrote that. And you know, nobody say that. They don't say that. Joe knows I wrote that. Joe knows that that's the reason that he got Puffy to be on his album, the Don Cartagena album, to do his first single. Say that about me. Say my attributes, my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I be fighting for. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It just gives me
yeah.
like,
I'm not
nigga,
gonna just bro, you deserve all the credit
And
for
that's
all
all.
the work you put in. That's all you want.
But
I
you
get
didn't.
it.
But you didn't know that. And sorry. You didn't know that, and you still got love for me on a lyrical tip that I inspired you,
Yeah.
and I took you to the next level just on regular lyrics that I've done on other songs. So I.
That's what I'm saying.
That.
There's so much shit
I
that
appreciate that.
you've done that's legendary in hip hop that no one even knows about.
And that's what we need. That's what I'm saying. It's time to go back, let the people know what Cuban Link really stood for.
Mm-hmm.
What really Cuban Link did to help the hip hop game unite. Because when I did that for Puff, with Mommy Ben Aki joint, that just brought in the Spanish crowd into him. They loved him in the Puerto Rican Day Parade, but he did that. So it's just we unite. My word is united people, black, brown, white, it don't matter. I stood. My words carry that much weight, and that's what I want to be known for. That's why these motherfucking stars are here, right? These niggas is that. They did that. That's why they there. If you don't count my attributes, how can I be there? Don't let the haters hide or fucking try to deny my attributes, is what I'm saying. So I'm fighting. I always been fighting for that, but I still got more to come, and that's where my new album is gonna come. And it's gonna do what it needs to do. And it's nothing but pieces of poetry that I hope touches you the way it touches me. It's real pieces of poetry that's bringing lyrics back to life. It's something from me that you already know, spiced up with a little more extra time, wisdom. So I hope you appreciate it.
Cuban, it's been an honor, my bro.
Shit, my nigga.
I'm gonna give you your flowers while you're here, bro. Right to your face. You're one of the best New York artists of all time and lyricists ever to ever do it.
Thank you, my bro. Thank
No
you,
problem.
man. I appreciate you, and I'm always trying to make you proud. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm in this music, I'm gonna try to make you proud. I'm gonna make sure you understand why you picked me to be one of those top MCs. Because I'm gonna give you a reason.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a nigga be like knowing that I'm not giving him 100%, and you still backing me because I ain't gonna feel right. I gotta give you 100, and that's what I'm about. I'm about this music. I'm about creativity. I'm about making a statement. You know, positive too, righteousness,
Yeah.
and that's it. And being an underdog, man. You know what I'm saying? Being an underdog. I always love being an underdog. Not that I say that, you know, I'm happy with what I've been through as far as like the struggles and everything, but the struggles is what made me who I am.
Yeah.
And the struggle is what I cherish. Because that's the pain that made me feel the way I feel. Like a champion. The people's champion. Because I know that the pain that I feel, or it's not really pain, it's the struggle that I've been through.
Yeah.
It's only been a struggle because the people that don't want to see that try to stop it. And you're only trying to stop something that's beautiful. That's music. That's God-given. So why stop it?
Yeah.
I have no energy for y'all. It's about positivity.
You're an inspiration, bro. For real.
That's what we
Never
all
giving
are.
up on yourself, like inspirational, bro.
Well,
Like,
but it's back. I mean, it's feeding off each other. I never gave up on myself because the fans, the people that believe in me, didn't give up on me. So it's that. You know what I'm saying? So I can only give that back. So